And I'm back. And this is kind of an interstitial episode, and amuse-bouche, so to speak. Probably going to be published out of chronological order. Like, in game time, I have just completed the Belobog quests, and here's Zilla just desperately trying to blend into the background in the Astral Express. But something amazing has happened. A patch has landed, and all of the jades that I have been building up over the course of, the first couple of missions, the first, planet and a half, I get to spend now. And just to kind of look at the situation we're in, we have Sunday. And, why am I pulling Sunday? I don't necessarily think he's the best thing for my account right now, because this is a very young account. This kind of support, and supports in general, are really good when you're trying to push endgame content, or when you're at a higher Trailblaze level. At the lower Trailblaze levels, you want like general purpose DPS characters. But firstly, by all appearances, this character is going to be the linchpin of the upcoming meta for the entire next version, and at some point I'm going to want to build actually effective teams and do something with them. So it's a good early investment, and also basically I just have all these pulls saved up, and if I don't spend them, I don't get any 4 stars, and if I don't get any 4 stars, I'm limiting what I can do with this account until I finally decide to pull. And like the decision between, do I pull Sunday, do I pull Fugue? Fugue is kind of a backwards looking character. It builds on top of the break meta, where we got a lot of really good break characters in the previous versions. Maybe they will rerun, but I want to focus on getting new characters. And Sunday is being positioned as the enabler of the new characters who are coming up. So it just kind of makes sense to pull for him. So let's just jump into his character trial and see what he can do. Like, I have a vague idea, like he advances people forwards, he has some buffs, he buffs people who have summons, but I don't really spend a lot of time watching previews or leaks. I like to experience things as they show up in front of me. So he can, move one ally forward. He has a kind of Tingyun style energy regen ability, and he can increase the effectiveness of crit based characters. So let's go through this gateway. I have no idea what his technique does, so I'm just going to go close enough to maybe target this guy. Oh, and I waited too long and got ambushed, so I have no idea. So what does this technique actually do? After the technique is used, the first time Sunday uses an ability on an ally target in the next battle, the target's damage dealt increases. So it's a short-term, early damage buff for the hyper carry. His basic attack just does basic attack things. His skill brings an allied character forwards and increases their damage. If the target has a summon, it increases the summon's damage. After using the skill on the Beatified... Aha, so that's the ultimate. So the ultimate regens energy and designates the target as the Beatified, who gets increased crit damage. If you use your skill on the Beatified, you recover a skill point. So this is kind of getting away from the Bronya problem of, yes, you can use her, but you very much run out of skill points unless you have her Eidolons. So let's see what we have in front of us. Oh, okay, I was wondering how they were going to do that, because none of the standard characters have summons, so they had to put Jing Yuan on our team to demonstrate what this poor bugger can do. And also putting Ting Yun on the team. Ah, Ting Yun has a new voice actor. What does she sound like?
We were supposed to attack yesterday.
Follow my charge.
It sounds a little bit off, obviously, because,
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits.
Yeah, it's just whenever they change a voice actor, it's not necessarily that the voice actor is bad, it's just it's different, and different sounds weird.
Conflict is pitiless.
Time for a shot.
Okay, and you can just break that guy. And now you can do your thing. So we'll designate you as the Beatified. So that will bump up your energy. Then we will use the skill, which will bump up your damage, and because you're Beatified, your crit. Then we'll use your ultimate.
Time. Show no mercy.
Time for the Master Stroke. And then we get to use your ability.
Here is thunder.
And then Lightning Lord go boom.
Welcome, customers.
And so presumably then we get second round. Let's rebuff him because he might run out of Tingyun buffs before he actually gets to act.
Can we talk?
Well, that's a lot of damage.
Follow my charge.
Let's heal everyone up because I can. Heal.
I can't thank you enough. Conflict is pitiless.
Let's be friends.
And again, not quite at ultimate level. Let's break you.
Not a
Let's
No.
break you. And let's boost you forward again. Damage and crit rate boost.
To the master.
Use your Master
No
Stroke.
mercy.
Oh, this guy keeps resummoning ads. It's the new, what's the one that's the AoE place? Something Tails or whatever mechanic. And boom. So this apparently makes Jingyuan really good. I don't have Jingyuan on this account, and I certainly don't have enough to pull him as well. Oh yes, we get the we get this selector as well. But also another thing we get is I recently hit Trailblaze level 35, so we get Trailblazing Will. And Trailblazing Will gives us another 10 standard pulls, which is the last new player gift that we get. So let's take those. And let's get ourselves to some location where we can do some summons. And I had a very, very quick thought about this. You know, where's a nice place to go summons? I'm not going to go to the party car in the Star Rail, in the Astral Express, because I haven't explored that yet. But let's go to Eurillo 6. Let's go to Rivet Town. And let's go up to the orphanage. Because, you know, of all of the places that, you know, Sunday might want to appear at, it's, you know, it's a place that represents not just families, but found families. But first, of course, before we even start summoning for our good friend Sunday, because Trailblazing Will gave us his last gift, that means we have 47 standard warps just waiting there. So let's start off with an entree and see if we can get anything else on the standard banner. Last time we pulled on the standard banner, we did 20 pulls and we just got Clara straight off the bat. So let's just keep being super lucky and see what happens. Oh well, not lucky that time. Who did we get? Light cone, light cone, light cone, light cone, light cone, Oh, Dance Dance Dance. I haven't got a Dance 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 left, and it is one of the best light cones that you can have. Or at least one of the best 4 stars. Only one 4-star from that 10 pull. Let's do our second 10 pull on the standard banner. Fingers crossed, and again. The natural 20 did not land. And we get another copy of Dan Hung. I'm still using regular Dan Hung quite a lot just because I like using him in the story missions, so that's not going to hurt me too badly. I'm getting surprisingly few multiple 4 stars in my 10 pulls. Like, usually you'd expect there to be occasional multiple 4 stars, but I haven't really got any of those yet. And I'm still not pulling the super lucky pulls on the standard banner, so let's see. Ooh, that's a nice one as well. The more recent light cones tend to be a little bit more powerful, so it's nice to grab that. Also harder to level up because it's harder to get materials for them because I'm not at that place in the game yet. But usually it means it like costs twice as much to get the material and then transmute it into the material I actually want. And finally, one more 10 pull on the standard banner before we stop beating around the bush. And there we go. And keep getting these 3 stars. Oh, Joyeux! I'm sure I can work you into a team somewhere. A little bit of... because I did get Break MC, just because they give them to you, so having a Break 4-star might be useful. I don't know how much those 2 characters synergize, but it might be fun to play with. And there we go. Again, only the 1 4-star. So we've only got 7 standard pulls left, and I like to have round numbers of 10 pulls, so I'll just leave that until I can bump it back up to 10, which means that finally I've finished faffing around. I should, based on the 20 pulls I threw into Aventurine last banner and the number of jades and pulls I have stored up now, I should have enough to at least get myself to a 50-50 on Sunday. So this really comes back to, can we win a coin toss? So everybody, and that's basically just me because I'm the only one here, I'm going to cross my fingers and hope. Because we used up all of our bad luck on all those previous standard banner pulls, so now we should be getting into the good luck zone. Oh, nothing there. I forgot to look at the 4 stars. I think Qingque is one of them. Let's see. Cogs, always good to see a copy of Meshing Cogs. Ah, another copy of Old Tingyun. That'll do me some good. So who do we actually have? We have... oh yes, we do. So Tingyun is a rate up, Qingque and Arlen just as a booby prize, I guess. So next 10 pull. Nope. Still just 4 stars. And we get Chorus, Loop, Fine Fruit, Passkey, Amber, Arlen, I'm totally gonna use you at some point. Yeah, really. That reminds me, I need to go through the data for the most recent MOC. I know there was one person who 9 cycled the 12th floor of MOC with Yanqing, but I haven't checked if anyone's done it with Arlen this time around. Okay, third? I think this is the third 10 pull, yes? And still not lucky. I wonder if Pom Pom ever gets bored of just doing this over and over again to a purple door. And Pom Pom standing there going, come on, be gold, knock me over, do something new and interesting. But, yep, another copy of Arlen. The game is now taunting me. Now it's really pissing me off. It's like, this is the first double 4-star we've given you pretty much this entire account, and it's 2 copies of Arlen. I hope you're happy. You piece of shit game. Okay. 4th 10 pull. This must be the one that repays me for giving me 2 Arlens by giving me something good, right? Well, no 5-star, but that can't, that doesn't preclude us getting 4 stars that aren't Arlen. Ah, another copy of Tingyun, that's always welcome. I wouldn't mind a Qingque at this point. I mean, I get one of her for free once I start going into Memory of Chaos, but another copy would always be welcome. Okay, so this will get us to 50 warps in this session, plus the 20 in the last session, so we're just not quite yet at soft pity. And I think that this is the game telling us we're going to pity. More cogs. Indelible Promise, a Destruction Light Cone? I don't even know what this one does. And obviously it's the Misha Cone, but what does that even mean? Destruction Light Cone increases break effect for destruction characters. When you use your ultimate, increases crit rate. So that's kind of a hybrid crit rate break effect. I don't think there's much that's good for, but it's worth a try. Okay, this should take us like one or two pulls into soft pity. So this is where we actually start really hoping that we can get it early rather than late. And there we go. So now we come to the moment of truth. Do I win my first 50-50 on this account, or do I lose my first 50-50 on this account? We are setting the stage for the rest of this account. Collapsing Sky, Hidden Shadow, Amber, another copy of Tingyun, always welcome, Void, Collapsing Sky, Pass Key, and a second copy of Welt. This is the story of my goddamn life. On my main account, I kid you not, I have E7 Welt. I just keep getting copies of Welt whenever the game just feels like kicking me in the nuts, and this time the game has decided it's gonna kick me in the nuts again. Fuck you, Honkai Star Rail. Well, that's the anti-climax of the stream, but we still have some pulls left, and I'm just going to keep throwing them into Sunday's banner in the vain hope that there is some residual luck, some kind of pity that this game is going to give to me. Because now, at least, It can't take away my dignity again by giving me the wrong 5-star. Meshing cogs. Multiplication. Getting close to E6ing Tingyun. I haven't been counting them, but I must be pretty close now. And second last 10 pull. We're getting close to the sadness here, close to the misery, close to the despair, delinquency, and still no Qingque as well. Resolution shines as pearls of sweat. Still a good light cone, but not Qingque. Come on, give us a second 4-star. Just, you know, give us something. And don't, if it's Arlen, I will scream. Nope. Not even a second 4-star. And here we go, the last 10 pull of the session. The last chance to pull Sunday before I go into a corner and I curl up and cry for the gacha that could have been. 3, 2, 1. You know, you always, you hope for miracles. You think, this would make really good content. You know, if I got it on the very last 10 pull, that would make really good content. I could live on that. I could possibly get one more viewer out of it. But finally the game says, well, you know, consolation prize, you can have a Qingque. How about that? You piece of shit video game. And a Gunaifen. Ah, that's nice. I'll take what I can at this point. I have my E1 Welt. Thank you, game. You couldn't even give me a 5-star limited. Sorry, a 5-star regular that I didn't already have. You had to just add insult to injury and give me another copy of the one that you already gave me. But on that note, I'm going to sign off and publish this and go into a corner and cry. Have a great day, everybody. But no, wait, there's still a chance. I realized just after I logged off, I had 2 limited warps left over that I hadn't yet been able to afford in the monthly shop. Also, I should have... Where are we? I should have... Gift of Odyssey. One more to claim from here. I should also, in my mail, have 600 Stellar Jades waiting for me from the maintenance. I have an achievement that I got just now. And I think if I've added things up correctly, that gives me one more 10 pull. So having gone through that entire rigmarole, obviously this means this has to come off, right? There's no way that after that, oh, I just found it at the last minute moment. It's like it's the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that one last piece of chocolate, and you open it and it's the golden ticket. It's gotta be there, right? Okay, 3, 2, 1, come home Sunday. No. I did my best. I did everything I could. I tried to arrange luck in exactly the right location for me. But, again, the laws of probability are not laws that a mere mortal can push aside. So let's just see what our final 4-star is going to be. We got to E5 Tingyun. That's nice. And now, I'm gonna log the fuck off.